another beautiful day. Finally, a bit of good weather. We've got about 4 or 5 days of this, and then I think it's breaking down again. So it's going to be another busy week. Every morning it's the same routine. Farmer's got to go up, combine has to take priority. Fuel, AdBlue, blowing off and greasing. That takes place every single morning after the combine's had a day. He's up at Peter's farm, we're on the barley. It's all been knocked out by the rain or the wind or whatever. Basically, we've got to it too late. It's all dropped out. The weather's done its toll on it, and it is what it is, unfortunately. Had we known it was so bad, we probably would have gone elsewhere, but we're set up where we are, so farmer's going to finish that off. I think we're going to pick up some straw this morning. There's going to be some small baling going on. They're going to bale some of the, you know, whatever the best is of the barley straw up there. We're going to bale that. It's Dave's last day today, Sunday. We gave him a day off the other day. When was it? Friday, he had a day off. He's going to go and run and do that set aside over at Jim's. He's going to go and top that off for us today. I'm pretty sure he's enjoyed himself. You enjoyed yourself this week, David?
Yeah.
You've had no mishaps, you're still alive, you've still got all your limbs, you're alright?
Didn't run out of fuel.
Didn't run out of fuel, no? Saved a couple of people, didn't you? Hey? Back to the real work on Monday, eh?
Not bad.
I said that weather forecast made a right twit out of me, didn't it? Saying there was going to be 2 or 3 inches on Friday night.
I said the same thing, I see the same thing.
They kept saying it, man.
Yeah.
When I come down, he said exactly the same.
I think we dodged a bullet.
He said about 30 or 40 mil around tomorrow. I said, that's just what you told me.
And they never come, well, not a shower hardly.
But last night's combining that water.
She's moaning because her new water gauge didn't work, see?
Got a hole in the bottom. We're just in our Manitou. This is the new one. Yeah, so we've had to turn his out to it already, but the aircon on this thing is running full bore all the time. It's beautiful and cold for the first 10 minutes, and then it blocks itself up. They have a little condenser unit, or I don't know what it's called, an evaporator unit, but basically a radiator which the air goes through to get cold, and it doesn't shut off. It should regulate itself so it doesn't freeze up, but basically it freezes up, ices over, then you get no airflow and no aircon either. But for the first 10 minutes, alright. The only way to regulate it is to turn the aircon button off. Here you just got to turn it off every 10 minutes and let it unfreeze. But you know, brand new teleport shouldn't be doing that really. So, you know, turners will come back out to it, I know they will, but yeah, hot days you need it, don't you? They did have a look at it and they put a new thermostat in there for us, but that didn't cure it. But anyway, if they don't come to us, our mate Joe will know what to do, I'm sure. We got a bit of a smudge on you there, haven't you? That's better. We're going to go and pick up some bales while we're waiting for some small ones. Then we'll take some trailers up and get some small ones loaded. And then there'll be some small bale barley straw to pick up later on, and then I believe we may be heading to Alice's tomorrow to help combine the wheat over there with our contractor friend Luke. We've got some round ones to pick up. We're just going to start picking up some of these round. These are oat straw. They you lower your cattle on oat straw, lovely beautiful shiny coats. It's very oily. Yeah, it doesn't matter to us what straw they lie on. We've got a bit of wheat and a bit of oats, so it'll all get in the stack and it'll all get pushed out the same. So once these fields are clear, we're then able to start the next preparations on everything else. So always use the tram lines where you can, because the tram lines usually end up in the same place, or should end up in the same place each year, so the compaction stays where it ought to. These teleporters, living out, it takes, when the fields are soft like they are, it takes it out of them. But it means we can then get the spreaders back here, spread them up on this field, and then it's due for cultivations then. Don't want to be anywhere near your power lines. Always got to think about that when you're plonking trailers down. We're basically just doing a job until there's some small bales ready. Keithy's gone to ted some straw because that got a little bit wet. That'll have a bit of dew on it as well, so that'll want tedding. I think the big baler may be coming this afternoon, so there might be some big bales to pick up this afternoon, as well as some small ones. So I'm going to start getting these off, The old man will unload a few. He'll start making a new stack. We've got weeks of picking up straw. We've got straw laid out everywhere. Round bale straw will sit out as long as it doesn't flood. It's fine. You know, it'll sit on the fields for sometimes weeks. But harvest always takes priority. We have sort of put a halt to the hay. We just haven't seen a weather window long enough to get hay in it. And as we now get into the end of August, it's similar to spring. You need extra days to make hay again because you've got more dew on the floor. This morning the dew on the floor was, you know, the floor was soaking wet on the grass, you know, on the ground. So you need extra time. The days aren't as long, the temperatures aren't there, and you end up needing more days again. So we've still got quite a bit of haymaking to do if we get the opportunity after harvest, in between cultivations and everything else. If we don't, then well, we'll just run the topper over everything, and that will be that. I'm sure we're going to get a good week at some point where we can. You know, we've got 4 days, but we just sort of, with the combine running and straw going on, it is very difficult to get around it all, and we just ain't got the tractors or people to cover it. We've done some round ones. We've got to go and pick them up still. They're still laid out. They were made last week, and those were tricky. We could have done with one more good day on those, and yeah, they got left out. So tricky year, tricky year. Got a little heap of muck in the corner there, ready for spreading. I don't know what's going on these. I think winter crops, winter wheat going on these next year, I believe. So we're hoping for a, we want, all your winter crops want to be turned around quickly, you see. So we want to get them cultivated. We want to get a good chit on all the weeds and the volunteers. The volunteers are the seeds that you haven't collected in the combine, that may have dropped out early or has come out the back of the combine. You don't get every single piece, you see. So yeah, you want to get a good kill on everything so that it leaves only your wheat in the ground. There's Riley the bull with his girlfriend. Riley! Putting a bit back on now. He was he had a sore foot to start with, and yeah, I think he went a bit overboard through the summer. He was getting a bit thin. Looks like he's putting a bit back on. This is where we're going to put, I don't know how we got here last time. There'll be about 600 or 700 straw bales. Set them up in the middle. They've got to be in the middle. You need to be able to get at each side so you can get a sheet over. Sheet keeps them good throughout the winter. We've got a sheet up the other one over there. There will be another stack somewhere else as well, wherever we decide to put it. Look at this. This area always lies water, no matter what time of the year. So we're actually going to build our pad right out to cover that area, just because it's wasted area anyway. But this is our ryegrass. I think it is, well, there's not a lot there, but there's another cut there for sure. But we will be back out. I'm sure we'll be back out here wrapping up some more silage out here. So this has produced a hell of a lot of bales, so most of our silage is from that. This year we're just over at Peter's. There isn't a great deal of straw here, but what there is, we're going to try and bale. Just trying to get the tension right on the bales. Straw wedges, these are your friends during straw. If you can't get your pressure in your bale, you need to put your straw wedges in more. It's trying to find a gear, I think. Bit dusty. Yeah, pressure up and down. We've got to let a couple come out before they'll see what it's done. Oh, I'm right in the wind. short. They're good, they're nice. The straw's nice and dry, so you can turn the pressure up. Now, size of a bale should be, you should be able to fit 2 bales side by side, long ways. And that's your bale size. So they ain't far away. They're pretty good like that actually. I'm going to leave them as is. They're nice. They won't be the best bales. This is the problem farmer was having, trying to get as low as he could. And if we look down, all of our heads are, and this is the better field, all of the heads are on the floor. Look. Yeah, basically, you know, it's caught a shower, a heavy shower or heavy rain, or it might have even caught some hail in the thunderstorm. And it's knocked, this field was the best one. The one behind us wasn't too bad. Yeah, everything else was really bad. To the point where you can't even see the heads in the crop no more, so what a shame. We'll have a little bit of barley straw. They were nice last year. We had a real nice, some nice straw last year. Well, perfect straw last year. Barry's gonna get that done. Linda will be here in a minute to start packing them up. We've got half a load in here. We're gonna go tip this. Farmer's going to move the combine over to Jim's to cut those oats. I believe we are going up with the contractor to cut that wheat up at Alistair's. It's going to be a nice day. It's going to be dry, so you know it'll still yield. Hopefully it's all still there and hasn't been knocked out as well. All the fields are the same. It's all laid on the floor. What a shame. Could have been a hailstorm, could have been anything. You don't know, you know. But 2 weeks ago it was all stood up, I can tell you that. We're going to drop this trailer over at Jim's, bring a tractor back. We're going to move the combine later on this evening, get the combine back over to Jim's, and then we've got one move to Alistair's. I think we've got Graham and Martin's wheat as well. We've still got to cut, so we are getting there. This was a bit of a disappointment though. You know, it really gets you, well, it gets you down. The hours we put in here, me and Keithy planting all this in the spring, then we watched it get wet, and you know, you still had a little bit left and left you hopeful, but yes, all that work for nothing. Linda's packing, she's here now. Keithy's rowing up for Colin. He's brown baling some more oat straw back at home. Franklin's going to sit on the other tipper for the farmer there. He might have one load out of that last field there, he might have 2. And that's I think that is a 50 or 60 acre field. So yeah, none of us want to be here. None of us want to be here. It's pretty bad. We've got a little bit of straw in here we can bale, but everything else has been chopped. Here's Linda. We're coming back up to pick these packs up in a little while. We'll just slip back to the slip this trailer home, and then we'll be free. We'll have a tractor free to move the combine later on. There's the Argson. There goes Linda. Very tired. There goes young Dave on the topper, topping some of that set aside stuff. That's got to be mulched down, and then we can start cultivating. Ready for winter wheat next year. And it should, with it being fallow for a year, there should be one, we should have had a good kill on the black grass and all the weeds that was out there, because we sprayed it a couple of times now, and it will get sprayed once more before we drill it. And 2, it's been left fallow, so it's like a break crop for the wheat. So 1, it should be clean, and 2, it should be a good crop as well. So well, we'll see. You know, Jim was a little bit ahead of everyone on this set aside stuff, so we will. It's nice. Yeah, you know, we'll see. We'll see when we get to it. We'll see. That's let's get harvesting first, shall we? Mr. Rowe here, Barry. Oh my god, this weather, even when it's meant to be good, it's still not good. We got packs out. I don't know what the best is to do now. Sometimes it's better, if it's only a short shower, it's better to leave them out and let them dry. If they're going to get soaked through, you want them off the field. Just cannot win this year, that's all. I managed to unload 500 in the dry. Can only go so fast, unfortunately. It will stop the baler, it'll stop the packer. They'll have to stop for, well, depends how much rain comes. It usually stops all operations. I can see sunshine behind it, it's only a quick shower, but combine will stop, it'll block the combine, it just absolutely screws everything up. That little bit of rain, literally 2 minutes worth of rain, just come down just like that. It's dry underneath, but you can't bale that, that is wet there. It's wet, it hasn't gone right through it, which is the only saving grace, which means the wind will dry it, you know. But I can see more showers in the background, and we nearly had this field done as well. The packs will be alright, once they're packed, you know, they'll dry off, they'll just blow, the wind will blow dry them off. We're not too worried about those, but this, you've got to leave that now. That's 2 hours worth of drying there, minimum. Unbelievable. We just got all the other straw dry as well, and that's just took the rain as well, so not good. Sun's just about to come back out. The tops of these packs have took a little bit of rain. It's nothing major. So we leave the sun on them for 10 minutes, but you can't ride it. Just a little shower like that can bugger the whole day up. We had the big baler come in, he's now been put off. We were hoping to bale at least one more field here, that's now been put off, the machines are away. And it's not the fact that you can't bale it, you probably could get it through the machine, but material becomes very tough. But it's more the fact that you've got wet material condensed into a tight package that creates mould, and it's just no good. So you have to stop. If this stays for the rest of the evening, you know, it'll be dry again for tomorrow. So the guys will be back tomorrow here baling, that's for sure. And farmer's stopped as well, but he's hoping to get going again. Hello. We're going to leave it there. We're going to move the combine back home. He's managed to get going again. Literally 2 acres. 2 acres he had to do before that rain. He's managed to get it done now, so we're going to go and move combine back to Jim's. We've got spears to move tonight, we've got teleander to sort out later on, we've got the Bowser to pick up, we've got, yeah, lots of little fiddling jobs to get to the next bit. Farmer's going to go and do oats over at Jim's. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Well, I don't know what combine they run on their farm. I think it's a class, so we might get a little look at that. We'll take the drone along, see if we get time. We might not have time, we'll see. We'll have a little look anyway, we'll take it with us. There should be some nice yields coming from Alice's. It looked like the best of everything so far, so it really wants to come in. We're going to go and pick up the header trailer now, have some more fun on the road, get the combine over to where it needs to be next, and then yeah, the story will continue. We'll catch you next time. Cheers.